British were trained very differently than American actors. They were trained outside in, voice and body, whereas actors in America were basically trained from inside out through emotion at one time when the method was in vogue. And Finney said, you know, we ought to basically all meet in Bermuda and put the two together. But he was having a discussion, and he said, Daryl was telling him about the process that he put together that develops voice and body and links it to the emotions. He said, good for you. He said, even if your actors never play Shakespeare, they need to use their voices like musical instruments and their bodies like athletes in every role they play. If you're restricted in your physical movement, if there's anything you're afraid to do, or if your vocal energy can't hit the back room, you get a problem, even if it's film and TV. Okay? You're thinking about it. Okay? It has to be developed. This is what you play. What we do as actors is take little black ink on white paper, we process it through our voice, our body, our emotional inner life, and come up with interesting human, physical behavior. Interesting human, physical behavior that tells the truth of the story. You can say the line 10 different ways and mean 10 different things depending on the behavior, not the line. It's the behavior in a gesture. In a look, okay, is everything told. And we have to be able to do that through our instrument. Further, the sad truth is we modern American actors have been civilized. That is, forbidden to express what we feel when we feel it. Instead, we wait for an appropriate time and place, which for our parents seldom comes around, if at all. As a toddler, the future actor learned to stifle vocal expression, stay mute, suck the sound back into his or humanity for self-protection. Good girls don't. Good boys don't. Shh, don't cry. All the things we're told as little kids. You probably heard the old chestnut, children should be seen and not heard. Overcoming a lifetime of prohibition, it's a wonder our actors have the capacity to utter a sound, any sound, when they walk on stage. This is what's happened to us. Every one of you that's been in this class has seen the struggles of your fellow actors when trying to access your own emotional truth. Ada and I were talking about she can't cry. Well, that's a lie from the pit of hell. Except when her period's there. So, geez, I hope that you only get hired on your monthly. But that's not going to work out. We can all cry. I've been learning Joni Mitchell's song, River. How many of you know that? Anybody? It's about lost love. Joni says, in answer to a question, the question is, you say you must be the character who wrote the song when you sing it. And she said, it's not like that. It's, it's the words to the song or your script, but you have to bring the correct emotion to every word. If you sing it pretty, a lot of people that cover my songs will sing it pretty. It's going to fall flat. You have to bring more to it than that. I can't sing that song without crying. I can't even think about it. I don't know why. Listen to the song tonight. What moves you? You ever had a song that made you cry? Listen to it again. I cry at certain commercials. I didn't used to be able to do that, but this process, Daryl's class, helped me break through. Now it's healthy. But it is the number one thing that all actors ask. How do I access my emotional truth? How do I cry on cue? How do I get to rage on cue? Well, the path is through these exercises. Do them every day. I told our young lady, Chriselle, who's joining our class tonight, you'll meet her in a second, that basically you have certain things that you're assigned to do. 5 minutes a day just breathing. Just getting in touch with where you are. Breathe. Do the numbers every day. The core exercise of this class. 10 counts of happy, 10 counts of angry, 10 counts of sad, 10 counts of happy, voice and body, full out every day. Get on a reading program, 1 to 2 plays a week. Have 2 monologues, one classical, one contemporary, minimal. More is better. Do scenes. I don't care if you ever present them. That's minimally. If you're not doing that minimally, what are you doing? You're not an actor, okay? And eventually, you start to chip away at the granite that encases you. Don't wait until the very end. I want to read you something. How many of you know who Jim Valvano is, or was? Youth is truly wasted on the young. Sorry. Jim Valvano was the coach of North Carolina State that won a national championship. And he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And at the awards dinner, or whatever I can't even remember what it was, he knew he was going to die within 6 weeks. And he said, "To me, there are 3 things we should all do every day. Number 1 is to laugh. You should laugh every day. Number 2 is to think. You should spend some time in thought. And number 3 is you have your emotions move to tears. Could be tears of happiness or joy, but think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day." That's about the best advice I know about living you could ever have. To laugh, to think, and to cry every day. I do that every day, whether I like it or not, sometimes. But to laugh, to think, and to cry every day means you've lived your life. You have the human experience that most of the people walking down the street don't. They might laugh. They might think. Cry, that's a stretch. But to do it every day, that's a full life. Thanks for listening.